Hey, what's up, Poffin Master Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Today's Bromeo card of the day is going to be none other than Sydney. Sydney, the first member of the Hoenn Elite Four, going to be Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, and of course your Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. Honestly, I really like that they gave the Elite Four members that were slept on some full art cards. Sydney is a great example of that stuff. I think they need to do that with the rest of them. And honestly, y'all are sleeping like Pokemon Company. Lorelei needs a full art card like ASAP. Yes, I know. She has the tag team full art with her and Misty. I get that, but Lorelei needs her own full standalone card. Like, you're slacking with that stuff. It's not going to slide for much longer. People are starting to lose their stuff. I mean, she deserves a full art trainer, man. Like, every other member of that Kanto Elite Four has one except Lorelei. Come on, Pokemon. You know what you're doing. Nothing really too funny about what I'm going to talk about here. I'll try to keep it a little bit light as best I can. We have a case of stolen cards and stolen property in the Pokemon community that's just something you never like to see. It's been floating around the Instagram space a good little bit. It's crazy who it involves because it's apparently somebody who's pretty well known and someone who's actually made their rounds in the Pokemon community. You hate seeing it, man, but it's important to blast this stuff out there and just get it out. I will put this out there as well. I reached out to both parties. No one has responded to me yet, so I'm sure there'll be another video, a little bit more follow-up on this stuff later. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I just want to put this out there, man, because like thievery and like even stuff where it's like kind of on the table, this shit shouldn't be tolerated. This has no place in our community. So I'm gonna go over what's actually being posted here. I'm sure you've seen it a little bit, at least a few of you have. If not, buckle up. You got yourself a good old thieving time over here. So what happened here was we got Pause Joker Games over here posting themselves an actual post over here on Instagram about the whole thing that happened there. A Frankenson vendor. They actually had a Charizard card. It was a PSA 4 Shadowless Charizard. It was for about 600 bucks. It was on consignment. They noticed that it was missing at the end of the day. They actually discovered and reviewed footage, apparently, that it was Ryan that put it in his backpack. This here is Ryan Honda. Once again, very well known in the Pokemon community. The comment section just rings of people that had positive experiences with them, and many of them just can't believe that this stuff actually happened. Just goes to show you, you can, I don't know, allegedly you can never trust anybody, right? So let's actually go over this stuff. I'm going to go through it. Let's actually dive into this stuff. Pause Joker Games posted, just to be clear, we retrieved the Charizard card back, but decided to post this to inform the community of the type of person this individual is. On April 15th, 2023, a trusted and well-known member of the Pokemon community, Ryan Honda, decided to steal a PSA 4 Shadowless Charizard from our Pause Joker Games booth at Frankenson show. We have video surveillance, text, phone calls, and an in-person confession indicating that he stole the slab. Here's the full story. Javier the Collector, another Instagram creator that was involved in this, handed him a few slabs to inspect because he was interested in them. When he asked if he could walk them over to me, we thought nothing of it because we all trusted him. I guess they were at two different spots on the vending table or something like that. He only showed me 2 of the slabs. We proceeded to trade for one, and he decided to pass on the other one. Unbeknownst to me at the time, he put away the slab he never showed me into his backpack. We found out because the slab he took was on consignment. The guy stopped by at the end of the day and asked for his payment because he saw that it was no longer in the case. That is when we reviewed the tapes to find out where it went because none of us recalled selling it. We clearly see Ryan taking it, and when he was confronted with the evidence presented, he admitted to the theft and returned the slab. End of story. P.S. He was escorted out of Frankenson Collectible Show and is now banned from ever returning. So this is a pretty big deal. So about $600 worth of something stolen. He admitted it. He returned it, apparently. And he is now banned from ever going back to Frankenson as it currently sits at this time. It's insane for people to see this because, once again, he was very common there. He was someone who actually knew quite a few people there, quite a few of the vendors. Like, people are just shocked that this guy actually did this shit. And honestly, from what I've heard about him too, it's kind of crazy to think about that too. I've reached out to both parties to try to see what else could come from this stuff. Ryan Honda never replied to me. He's actually got his account on private, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he's lying low for a little bit. Maybe he's doing some stuff. Maybe he's got something on the back burner. I'm not too sure. And then Pause Joker Games says that he's actually going to release the full surveillance footage on his stuff tomorrow. I don't really know why you'd sit on that. Kind of think you should upload it with this stuff as well. Kind of gives people a little bit of wiggle room to kind of doubt this stuff as well. Hey, maybe you're milking it for a couple posts. Maybe you're doing that stuff. Maybe you didn't have everything right in front of you. Not too sure. I'm sure I'll keep people in the loop with that stuff as well. But it's crazy, man. Like, our hobby is just going down the fucking drain, like, closer and closer every day. Like, it's people that you wouldn't think would do this stuff either. Like, stealing in Pokemon is wrong. Stealing in general is fucking wrong. But stealing in Pokemon is just something, like, for our community, we're supposed to have, like, a good level of trust. Even if we don't agree on prices and scalping or, like, fucking any kind of investment shit, none of us are going to steal from each other, right? We're not going to just, like, take things from the other person. That's just not something we should fucking do. And you never want to see this stuff in our community space. I'm sure more to this will unfold. I'm sure more of this will come. Just, I mean, if they're going to milk this for multiple posts and show the video surveillance later, hey, I'm going to do it too. Just wanted to show this around because I hate seeing thieves, man. I fucking hate that stuff, especially over Charizard. Are you kidding me? Not even a waifu tax card? Not even something. That's not funny. Once again, this is not really that funny. It's just a Charizard, a PSA 4 Charizard. Like, this is what it took. Your reputation's ruined, dog. Over $600. If all this stuff is true and all the allegations are fucking proven, I mean, it kind of sounds like they are. As you can see, they have photos of that stuff right here, very clearly seeing where they have described where he's putting in his backpack. They have like photos of him there at the actual vendor space right there, the actual slab in question. It's pretty damning right now, especially since Ryan hasn't said anything. At least to my knowledge, he hasn't said anything. There is another story floating around where apparently it was just all one big misunderstanding. I would love to hear that. I'm sure both parties are now going to reach out to me with this video being out there. Not that I'm a big fucking deal or anything. That's all I got. Appreciate you, virgins. See you later. Fuck thieves, man. Just stealing shit. You gotta be kidding me.